Hello, Felix. I come to you from my office, and I'm wearing this hood because it's early in the morning, and I like to wear hoodies in the morning. So don't judge my business attire. Hope you're well. Reason I'm doing this video here is it's easier for me to talk to you than it is to type to you. So I'm gonna do it like this. And what I need help with today, you can squeeze me into your busy schedule, is I'd like to get out a non-compete, and we talked about this before, non-compete for a guy that I want to bring into the Foxy business. Now, here's how I want to structure it. He's a a colleague of mine. We've done some business together, so I trust him. But I also want to make sure that his work is not mistaken in any way, shape, or form a transfer of equity, and make sure that it's partitioned. His work is at this point on a contributory basis, more of a contractor, outside party, not an employee, not a shareholder. Really, what I'm offering him in exchange for his expertise is I'm giving him profit. I'm saying, hey, if you come in and build with me, I'm going to give you profit, but I'm not exchanging equity. So I need your expertise on how to put the wording together, and also tie in some sort of very strict non-compete. What I have here was a non-compete you drafted. I'll share my screen with you real quick. Is one that you drafted for me some time ago. And if you ever want to use this thing, it's called zoom.com. Really cool if you haven't used it. So I started messing around with some of the language that was used for the other contract that we had when we were doing something with a contractor that was building our Podio system. Well, he's no longer doing that. And we have this non-compete here, and it says stuff about investor fuse. I don't think we need all of that, but things that I want to highlight is like, termination. Pretty much, hey, if we can, either party can decide they no longer want to work together. Into intellectual property, anything that's created under the umbrella is going to be Foxy's intellect IP, nobody else's. Non-compete. Something very strict here. I don't know what options we have, long, 2-year, 3-year, what have you. And then this other attorney language that you're more familiar with than I. But bottom line is, in the non-compete, I just want to make it very clear that, look, you're coming in, we're giving you trade secrets, we're going to create things together. But those things stay under the Foxy umbrella. They're not going anywhere else. And if you decide to, we got every right to sue your ass. Okay, he's like I said, a colleague of mine, consider him almost a friend, but business is business. All right, so that takes care of that. I will send you a copy of this so you can kind of mess with it and tweak it up to fit this particular gentleman and what he's looking for or what I'm looking for with him. On the other side, so that being a non-compete, the other side is some sort of agreement that you feel comfortable that I would put out there to this guy. Kind of highlighting, his process in what we're doing. Now, this might be the first draft of a couple, but at least the points I want to cover are, what his expertise is and what his particular role is going to be, which is coming in, looking at efficiencies in the business or inefficiencies, looking at how to make those more efficient, working with our in-house staff to then build that business. Or those processes so that we can increase the profit margin. As he increases the profit margin, then we have an opportunity to compensate him. And what I'm thinking about an initial offer is off of gross revenue, so I don't have to disclose any of my other expenses and that sort of thing. Just gross revenue. Here's what we made for the month overall. And have him have one set percentage on what that gross revenue is that will be paid out within the subsequent 30 days. So if he, at the end of profit, at the end of October 31st, we calculate whatever the totals are. The following month, he gets paid out the revenue for that month off of the profit share. And that right there should be enough for what I'm looking for here. Any things you can think of as far as questions and trappings that could be potential issues, give me a call or shoot me an email, whatever's easiest for you. Outside of that, again, you know, not an employee, not a contractor, not a shareholder. We're just offering you profit share, and I'm not quite sure how that would be worded, but that's up to you. Outside of that, as far as legality, he resides in the state of New York. We're here in the state of Florida. You know, I don't have him on any payroll at all. I've never had him on anything. I don't have a 1099 for him. So I'm thinking the contractor route would probably be the easiest way to go. And then also, you know, as far as a specific start and end date, I don't know if that's required by law, but if necessary, we could do like a 12-month start to end. And then at that point, once we terminate, we can convert to something else. If he's working out, we could convert to something more alongside of another opportunity and bringing him in something else. Or but for the moment, if he's not working out at all, I could terminate him or terminate our agreement and then have him just be due whatever that gross revenue number was that we agreed upon. And I'll be held harmless, he'll be held harmless, and we'll be back out as long as there's no breach of the non-compete, that sort of thing. Okay, so I will send that over. I will send his first name and last name. Everything will be under the Foxy name to keep it all clean. If you have any other recommendations beyond that, let me know. And other than that, thanks a lot. I could, as far as timeline, don't know what your day is like today, but you know how I work. Sooner the better. It's always great. By the way, that tenant issue worked out really great. Thanks for the advice. Ended up giving the guy $800 and he was gone. So that worked out really well. But you know how I work. You know, the faster the better. So I can make my move. Because every time I have a problem, all I do is like say, hey, call Fix It Felix. You know, Felix will fix it. So that's a good marketing thing. Remember I told you this. You know, it's in a movie. I don't know if you've ever watched it. It's called Wreck-It Ralph. And there's a guy named Fix It Felix. And anytime Wreck-It Ralph goes and breaks stuff, Felix comes in and fixes it. So if I were you, I would get with a marketing brain, because you don't have to be a marketing brain. You're an attorney brain and a CPA brain. Get yourself a marketing brain and brand Fix It Felix, you know, around tenant issues, whatever your specialty is, and say, yeah, Fix It Felix. Because it's alliteration, people remember it. Felix Montanez is a great name, but it sounds like a cigar company. Felix Montanez, you know, it's not very catchy. But Fix It Felix, I don't know. I feel like people would respond to that. So think about it. Tell me what you think, okay? So fix this one for me, Felix. I'm sending this to you. I appreciate it. And yeah, sooner the better. If you can give me a timeline as soon as you watch this, as far as when it could be responded. I've had this guy on the shelf for a little bit, so I'd like to get back to him sooner the better, because he's a good guy, good kid. All right. Thanks very much. See you soon.